Howdy friends, welcome back to the Outpost. It's an absolute beautiful day here in western Kentucky. We're flirting with spring type weather, kind of in the 50s. We're not really going anywhere today. We're going to be out here back at the Outpost in the backyard, and we're going to whip together a tasty little backpack lunch. Let's get our backpack open and see what we got inside. Okay, so we're set up back here in the backyard of the Outpost, all the usual suspects. We've got our little propane cylinder, the 1-pound cylinder. We've seen a lot of that in our videos. Our little camp stove, as well as some water. And let's see what we're getting ready to cook up. All right, so on today's menu out here at the Outpost, we're going to be trying out the Backpacker'S Pantry, Louisiana red beans and rice. There you have it. All our delicious nutritional values are on the back, as you can see. Let's get started. So this recipe calls for us to use 1 1/4 cups of water. Well, we're going to go a little bit low on that because I know in these meals, if you put it all in there, what they're asking for, usually it becomes out to be a sloppy mess. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup of water, and we're going to dump it into our canteen cup. There we go. Now we got our cup of water. We're going to get this started and bring this water to a rolling boil. Alright, so this tasty little meal we're getting ready to mix up and everything comes with 330 calories. The only thing I see that's kind of yikes is the sodium is 880 milligrams of salt. So, but it's not a big meal. This is for a one-man thing out on the trail that you can enjoy, and it'll fill you up. It has 1 serving. Go ahead and open this up, a little perforated area at the top, and just peel it open. Something like that. We're going to open it up. I'm sure it's got a little savor in there for moisture. We're going to remove that. Do not eat. Ooh, look inside of there. Louisiana red beans and rice. As soon as that water heats up, we're going to pour it in here, zip it back closed for about 10 minutes and see what we got. All right, let's check on that water. Ooh, it is a rolling boil. Let's get that off the heat. Woo! Piping hot. All right, tricky business, so let's nice and easily try to get this hot canteen full of water inside of this Backpacker'S Pantry red beans and rice. Wish me luck. Woo! She is hot. All right. Start right there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to close this up and be careful because this thing is hot. It'll burn you on contact. Something like that. Now we're going to just kind of squeeze it together. Get everything all mixed up. Get that dry stuff off the bottom. And we're going to set this back inside of our backpack so we're chaining the heat. Alright, so about 10 minutes has gone by while we're trying to rehydrate this tasty little Backpacker Pantry meal. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze it together. We're pretty much trying to keep it stirred up, get all that dry stuff at the bottom. And we're going to set it back inside of the backpack for probably at least another 7 or 8 minutes, and then we're going to give it a try. Alright, the time has came where we're going to open up our little package of Backpacker'S Pantry, Louisiana red beans and rice. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh, this should be nice and warm. Remember, we had rolling, boiling water. Ooh, take a look at that. Can you see that? It's got the beans sitting inside there with the rice and stuff. Let's give this a try and see if we need to add anything to it or how bland it is or if it's tasty right out of the packet. Okay, here goes nothing. Let me see if I can set this down between my legs and get ourselves a nice little spoonful here. Wow, this stuff smells really, really good. Can you see that? Oh yeah. Sunlight's kind of bothering with me today. Oh, that's a nice, tasty looking morsel. Let's give it a try. Down the hatch. Wow, that isn't bad at all. It's not like the real stuff by any means. Remember, this is a dehydrated meal made by Backpacker'S Pantry. It runs about $4 for one of these. Everything is dehydrated perfectly. I taste just a little bit of minced onion that's in there. It's got kind of like a Louisiana, I don't know, seasoning to it, where it's got a little bit of bite to it. So we're not going to do the Texas Pete or anything like that. Let me try it again. I got one more thing I might put in here to make it enhance this tasty little backpack meal. Here's looking at you, kid. Really, really tasty food. And it yields quite a bit of volume inside of that thing. It's warm, it's got a spiciness to it, almost like a Cajun seasoning. It's got a little bit of bite to it. I'm going to try one more ingredient here to try and enhance the deliciousness. A little bit of Fritos. Why, absolutely yes, please. I don't want to put any kind of seasoning in here. This thing's got a delicious seasoning flavor to it. We're going to throw some of these Fritos down in here, right inside the bag. If we can get them in the bag. You see that? Oh yes. It's hard to see. The lighting isn't that good. But you can kind of get the idea. Let's try that out. Ooh, now look at that. The crunch. This is really, really good. Not every dehydrated meal is created equally. I've tried a lot of them. Don't eat a lot of them anymore because they're so full of sodium. But there's one good catch about this little meal, and I'll tell you about it. You folks out there that don't want to bring meat in with you or have to buy a product that's got meat in it, or maybe you are a vegetarian or something like that, this does have any kind of meat inside of here. This is a vegetarian meal. I like my meat, trust me, but you can add to it whatever you want. See, look at those Fritos inside of there. The pouch is nice and easy to work with, and it's nice and warm still. Look at that. Oh yes. No extra seasoning, especially salt, but there's nothing funky tasting about this. This is really a tasty meal, especially when it's a little chilly out. That Louisiana spice that they have in there, it'll warm you right up. This little meal is very user friendly too. Like I said, there's no meat that's involved with here, so you can use it as kind of an open palette, and if you're in the woods you could put something else in there. That thing is still steaming hot. Now this particular little meal calls for 1 1/4 cups of water. I would not put more than 1 cup in there. This came out perfect texture. It's very good. It's high protein, and like I said, very user friendly, where you could add anything you want into there. You could add little pieces of beef, whatever it is that goes with it, but I can tell you, you don't need to if you don't want to, because it's bursting with flavor. Really good. Oh, now that is hearty looking. Time to put this in my belly. It's not too spicy either, but it's got a little bit of bite to it. Really robust flavor, tasty. You wish you were here. Wow, look at that, just bursting with flavor. All that color and deliciousness, yummy. Those Fritos, that crunch, you can't beat it. There you guys have it, the review of the Backpacker's Pantry, Louisiana red beans and rice. If you're lucky enough, you can find this at your local Walmart for under $4. I bought a bunch of them because it's a tasty little treat. I don't eat them very often, they're full of sodium, but for a single person out on the trail, in a backpacking meal kind of situation, you can't beat this, especially in chilly weather. Yummy. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching the video of the Backpacker Pantry Louisiana red beans and rice. Now, I found this product at my local Walmart. If you don't happen to be able to locate any of these delicious little packets, you can go to backpackerpantry.com and you can view all 24 of their delicious little items. Great little thing to have with you in a pinch when you have a little lunch out in the woods, or just have them around in case of an emergency. Got any comments, questions, leave them down below. Until next time, I'll see you on the outpost.